Donnie Brasco is a gripping film that will leave an impact on you won't soon forget. It tells the true story of FBI agent Joseph Pistone, played by Johnny Depp, who infiltrates the mob under the name of Donnie Brasco and befriends veteran gangster Lefty, played by Al Pacino. The movie delves deep into intriguing themes of loyalty, identity and moral dilemmas, and it contains stunning performances from Johnny Depp and Al Pacino. Plus it's just an insane true story. If you haven't seen the film, I would strongly recommend watching it first, because of course this video will contain spoilers, but for my subscribers who I know already love this movie, let's take a look at the stunning combination of Donnie Brasco.
I'm known all over the fucking world. Anybody ask anybody about Lefty.
Throughout the film, Donnie struggles with his very identity, becoming increasingly entangled in the mob lifestyle, and forming a genuine bond with Lefty. The audience is left to ask the question, who is Donnie Brasco? As the movie reaches its climax, we finally witness the heartbreaking moment when Donnie must choose between his loyalty to Lefty and his duty as an agent. It's a real turning point when Donnie and Lefty are ambushed by the FBI. Obviously for Lefty, he's honestly shocked, but for Donnie, he knew this was going to happen. However, as he is carried away by the officers, he tells them, "I'm not coming out." And that's a meaningful line because he's become attached to Lefty. He doesn't want it to end this way. He's incredibly conflicted. When it is revealed to the gangsters that Donnie is not who they thought he was, the relationship was apparently so strong, they literally refused to believe it, despite being told directly by the FBI agents. It makes you wonder how far the human mind can go to convince yourself that something is true, because you just cannot face the alternative, the shock, the sheer world-altering discovery. Lefty sadly ends up as a victim of the very loyalty he held dear, and this tragic outcome serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of misplaced trust and the harsh reality of mob life. In his final moments, Lefty receives a phone call and is fully aware this is the end of the line. However, in a touching exchange, he refuses to let his wife know that anything is wrong, just that he has to go out. Pacino sends chills up your spine when he tells his wife what to say if Donnie calls.
If Donnie calls, tell him if there's gonna be anyone, I'm glad it was him.
At the end, he finally accepts the truth. What a culmination through just one little line of dialogue. I love films that wrap you up in the journey and relationship of the characters, and when a simple phrase is uttered or a single line, it can mean the world by the end of the film. The very end moments in the courtroom are incredibly poignant and thought-provoking. We see Donnie rewarded for his efforts with a medal and a payout, but all through the scene, whenever we see his face, he doesn't look happy at all. Was all of this worth it? He did his job and he got a pat on the back, but ultimately he has seen and experienced too much for this to not haunt him for the rest of his life. This entire journey has taken his heart and soul. He's obviously glad it is over and done with, and that he can finally get on with his life, so there is some sense of relief. But as he stares off into the distance, Joseph, or Donnie, is clearly full of deep regret and guilt. It's a fascinating idea that police can form honest friendships with their targets, because of course at the end of the day we are all human and understand grey areas and the complexity of other people. Johnny Depp's performance in this final moment is stunning.
Joe, it's over.
As Joseph's wife tells him over his shoulder that it's over, his face tells another story. For him, it will never be truly over. Donnie Brasco is more than just a crime drama. The film was a profound exploration of identity, loyalty, police procedure and life in the mob. It's fascinating. There is so much to admire in the film. Johnny Depp debatably outacts Al Pacino as this conflicted, tough young man, and Pacino pulls at your heartstrings as a gangster with a good heart. Director Mike Newell masterfully crafts a tense atmosphere all the way through, leaving you constantly on the edge of your seat, waiting to see if this will be the moment where Donnie will finally have his cover blown. Using dim lighting, a moody atmosphere and intense close-ups, Newell enhances the emotional weight of each scene, immersing the audience in Donnie's internal struggle. And of course, the ending scenes are particularly heart-wrenching, as I've mentioned. We wish it didn't have to be this way, and yet deep down we know there was probably no way to stop it. The film examines the idea of inevitability and fate, the fact that life in the mob will always be down to a simple roll of the dice of who survives or not. Even if Donnie had taken action at the right time, He likely could never have saved Lefty from the clutches of the mob and from the life he sadly chose. What do you think of the amazing ending of Donnie Brasco, and what do you think of this classic film in general? Let's discuss it in the comments below. Please subscribe, I do videos like this all the time on this channel, and I will see you guys next time.